Welcome to Emma's English.
Hey English learners, welcome back to Emma's English Talk, your cozy little place to learn real everyday English through natural conversations. I'm Emma.
And I'm Tom. Hello everyone. We are so happy to be here with you today.
Yes, we really are. How are you doing today, Tom?
I am doing great, Emma. I slept very well last night. What about you?
I slept well too, but I had a very busy morning.
Oh, really? What did you do this morning?
Well, I decided to clean my bedroom and wash all my bedding.
That is a big job. I hate washing my bedding.
Why is that, Tom? It feels so nice to have clean sheets.
Yes, clean sheets are great, but the work is very hard.
That is true. It takes a lot of time and energy.
Especially one part of it, the worst part of all.
Let me guess. Is it putting the cover back on the big blanket?
Yes, exactly. That is the hardest thing in the world.
I agree with you. It is a very funny and difficult daily chore.
I always feel like I am fighting with a giant monster.
Me too. Today we are going to talk about this funny little problem.
I think all our listeners will understand this topic.
Yes, because everyone has to make their bed.
And everyone has this problem at least once a month.
Or every week, if you wash your bedding very often.
Oh, I do not wash mine every week. That is too much work.
Well, it is good to wash it often, Tom.
I know, but the blanket cover makes me so tired.
Do you want to share your stories about this today?
Yes, I have some very funny stories about making my bed.
That is perfect. I have some stories too.
Let us talk about our bed battles.
It will be a very fun conversation for today.
And it is also a great way for our listeners to learn English.
Yes, we have some very useful words for them today.
They are simple words, but they are very important for daily life.
That is right. Let us start our conversation.
I am ready. Let us go.
So, Tom, let us talk about the big blanket first. I washed my duvet yesterday.
Your duvet? What is a duvet? Is it like a big warm blanket for your bed?
Yes, exactly. A duvet is a thick warm blanket that you put inside a cover.
Ah, I see. In my country, we sometimes call it a comforter or just a heavy blanket. But duvet is a beautiful word.
Yes, it is very common to say duvet, and the duvet needs a cover to stay clean.
Right, because you can wash the cover easily, but you cannot wash the big duvet very easily.
Yes, the duvet is very big and heavy. It does not fit in small washing machines.
Exactly. So we use a cover. But putting that cover on is a different story. I always struggle with my bed sheets.
Struggle? Do you mean you try very hard because it is difficult?
Yes, it is very hard for me, so I struggle every time. I spend 20 minutes trying to do it.
20 minutes? That is a very long time for one blanket, Tom.
I know, I get so hot and sweaty. It is like a workout at the gym.
It really is. Sometimes I feel like I need to go to sleep again after I make my bed.
Me too. I want to take a nap right after I finish.
Why is it so hard for you? What happens when you do it?
Well, I put the duvet inside the cover, but then it gets all bunched up in the middle.
Oh, yes. That is a classic problem. The blanket goes to the center and the corners are empty.
Yes, and then I have a big fat ball in the middle of my bed, and the top of the blanket has no warmth.
That sounds very uncomfortable for sleeping.
It is. I try to pull it from the outside, but it does not move.
That is because you have to do it step by step.
Do you have a special secret, Emma? Because I really need help.
I do have a method. My mother taught me when I was a child.
Please teach me. I want to stop having this bed battle.
Okay. First, you must lay the duvet flat on your bed.
Okay, I can do that. That part is easy.
Then you take the cover, but do not try to put the duvet inside yet.
Really? What do I do with the cover first?
You have to turn it inside out.
Inside out? Does that mean the inner part is on the outside?
Yes, the inside of the cover is now on the outside. You can see all the inside seams.
Okay, so the inside is now the outside. That sounds interesting. Why do you do that?
It makes the next steps much easier. Trust me.
Okay, I trust you. What is the next step?
Once the cover is inside out, you put your hands inside it.
Your hands? Like you're wearing the cover like giant gloves?
Yes, exactly like giant gloves. You put your hands all the way to the top.
To the top. Okay, I'm imagining this.
Yes, and you must find the corners of the cover with your hands.
The corners. Those are the points where two sides meet, like the pointed ends of a square, right?
Yes, a square blanket has 4 corners. You find the 2 top corners of the cover.
Okay, so my hands are inside the cover holding the 2 top corners from the inside.
Yes, you are doing great, Tom. Now, while you are holding those corners, you grab the top corners of the duvet.
Oh, so I grab the corners of the big blanket through the cover.
Yes, you grab them tightly. Do not let them go.
This sounds like a magic trick. I hope I don't drop them.
If you drop them, you have to start again, so hold them very tight.
Okay, I am holding them tight. Now what?
Now, you must shake the blanket.
Shake? Like moving it up and down quickly?
Yes, to shake means to move something up and down or side to side fast. You shake it so the cover falls down over the duvet.
Whoa. So the cover just slides down by itself?
Yes, because you are holding the corners, the cover flips over and covers the duvet.
That sounds so easy when you say it, but when I try, I usually fall over.
Why do you fall over, Tom?
Because my duvet is very heavy and I am not very strong. When I shake it, I lose my balance.
Oh no, that is dangerous. You must be careful.
One time, I actually fell inside the cover.
No way. You got trapped inside the cover?
Yes, I did. I was shaking it very hard, and my foot slipped. I fell forward right into the opening.
That is hilarious, Tom. Were you okay?
Yes, I was fine, but I was stuck in the dark for 2 minutes. I could not find the way out.
You must have looked like a giant ghost moving around the bedroom.
I did. My roommate came into the room and saw a blanket screaming and walking.
I wish I had a video of that. That is the funniest story.
It was funny after I got out, but inside I was very scared.
I can understand that. It can feel very tight inside there.
Yes, so now I am always a bit afraid of making my bed.
Don't be afraid. You just need to be more careful and slow.
Yes, and maybe I need to be more patient.
Patient? You mean we need to stay calm and not get angry when it takes time?
Yes, being patient means waiting calmly and not rushing. I am usually very impatient.
Ah, that is the problem. If you rush, you make mistakes.
Yes, I want to finish it in 1 second, so I pull and push too hard.
Making the bed is an art. It needs love and patience.
I don't know if I can love making my bed, Emma.
Well, maybe not love, but at least you can do it without falling inside.
That's a good goal for me. No more falling.
Yes, let us keep you safe, Tom.
So, Emma, you explained your method, but what about the bottom of the cover?
Ah, the bottom. Most covers have buttons or a zipper at the bottom.
Yes, mine has small plastic buttons. I hate those buttons.
Why? Buttons are very secure.
They are secure, but they take so much time to close.
That is true, but a zipper can break easily. Buttons last longer.
I guess so. But my fingers are always too big for those tiny buttonholes.
You just need to practice. It is good for your hand muscles.
My hands are tired enough from shaking the heavy duvet.
You are very lazy about chores, Tom.
I am not lazy. I just like efficiency. I want things to be fast and easy.
Sometimes the best things in life take time. A beautifully made bed is worth the effort.
Do you really feel happy when your bed is perfectly made?
Yes, I do. It makes my whole room look clean and organized.
That is true. When my bed is messy, my whole room looks like a disaster area.
Exactly. The bed is the biggest thing in the bedroom. If the bed is neat, the room looks neat.
I agree, but as soon as I go to sleep, the bed gets messy again.
Well, yes, but that is the cycle of life. You make it in the morning, and you sleep in it at night.
It feels like a never-ending circle of work.
But it is a good habit. It starts your day with a small success.
That is what the motivational speakers say. Make your bed and you can change the world.
I think there is some truth to that. It gives you a feeling of control.
Maybe. I will try to think about that next time I struggle with my duvet.
Yes, think of it as your first victory of the day.
A victory over the giant blanket monster.
Yes, exactly.
What about the material of the cover? Does that make a difference?
Oh, yes, definitely. Cotton covers are the best. They are very breathable.
I have a polyester cover. It is very soft, but it gets very hot.
Yes, polyester can trap heat, and sometimes it is static. Do you know static?
Oh yes, the little electric shocks.
Yes, those shocks are not nice when you're trying to relax.
And polyester is very slippery. Maybe that is why my duvet always moves around inside the cover.
That is very likely. Cotton has more grip, so the duvet stays in place better.
I should buy a cotton cover. That might solve my problem.
It will help a lot. Also, some modern duvet covers have little ties inside the corners.
Ties? Like strings?
Yes, strings. You can tie them to the corners of the duvet.
Really? My duvet does not have loops for strings.
Some duvets have little loops just for this reason. You tie them together, and the duvet never slides down.
That is amazing. That is a real life hack.
Yes, it is. If you buy a new duvet, look for one with loops.
I will. It sounds much easier than my current system.
What is your current system, Tom?
Tell me, how do you do it now? Well, I just stuff the whole duvet inside the cover, like I'm stuffing a sleeping bag.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. No wonder it gets bunched up in the middle.
Yes, I just push it in with my hands, then I hold the bottom and shake it.
But if you do that, the top corners will never reach the top of the cover.
Yes, they don't. Usually the top third of the cover is just empty fabric.
That must be so annoying when you try to pull the blanket up to your chin.
It is. I pull the cover, but there's no blanket inside to keep my shoulders warm.
That is so funny. You're sleeping with just a sheet at the top.
Yes, and a big heavy ball of blanket at my feet.
Tom, you really need to change your way of doing this.
I know. Your inside-out method sounds much better.
It is. You must try it next time.
I will. I will write down the steps so I don't forget.
Good. First, turn the cover inside out.
Okay, inside out.
Second, put your hands inside to the top corners.
Hands in the corners like gloves.
Third, grab the corners of the duvet.
Grab the duvet corners.
Fourth, shake it hard.
Shake it like a crazy person.
Yes, but don't fall over.
I will try to stay on my feet this time.
And fifth, button the bottom.
Button the bottom. With patience.
Perfect. You have learned the lesson.
I feel like a bed-making master now.
We will see next week if you actually do it.
I promise I will try. I will report my results to you.
I'm looking forward to hearing about it. You know, Tom, talking about our bedroom struggles today makes me think of some great everyday expressions we used.
Yes, we used some very natural English phrases today.
We did. It is important for our listeners to hear how we use these words in real life.
For example, we talked about making the bed.
Yes, make the bed is a very common phrase. It just means to put the sheets and blankets back in order.
Some people think it means to build a bed with wood.
That is a very funny thought. No, we do not build the wooden frame every morning. We just tidy the blankets.
Yes, we make the bed. I make my bed every morning. Well, most mornings.
You should do it every morning, Tom. Another phrase we used is bunch up.
Ah, bunch up. We said the duvet gets bunched up in the middle of the cover.
Yes, bunch up means to gather together in a tight group or ball.
Like when you put too many clothes in a small drawer, they bunch up.
Exactly. Or when your socks slide down in your shoes, they bunch up at your toes.
That is a very uncomfortable feeling.
It really is. Another good expression is inside out. We explained that one, but it is so useful.
Yes, we can wear clothes inside out by mistake.
I have done that before. I went to school with my sweater inside out.
Did anyone tell you?
Yes, my friend pointed it out. I was so embarrassed.
That is funny. It is easy to do when you get dressed in the dark.
Yes, we also used the word struggle. We can struggle with many things in daily life.
Yes, I struggle with English grammar sometimes.
That is very normal. Many students struggle with grammar, but with practice, it gets easier.
And I struggle to wake up early on Mondays.
I think everyone struggles with that, Tom. Monday mornings are hard.
They really are. What about the word corner? We talked about bed corners.
Yes, but we can also use corner for other things, like the corner of a street.
Or the corner of a room. I put my desk in the corner of my office.
Yes, that is a very common way to use it. And what about shake? We shake many things.
Yes, we shake hands when we meet someone.
And we shake a bottle of juice before we drink it.
Yes, to mix it. That is a very good example.
We also talk about being patient. It is a very good quality to have.
Yes, a good teacher must be patient with their students.
And a good student must be patient with themselves when learning.
That is beautiful, Tom. Learning a language takes time, so you must be patient.
I agree. Do not rush. Just take your time.
Yes, step by step, just like making the bed.
We learned so many useful expressions today.
We did. These are all words you can use in your daily life.
I hope our listeners find them helpful.
I am sure they will. They are very natural. Speaking of learning and remembering these new words, did you know we have a PDF script available for this episode?
Yes, that is right. We have a full PDF script of our conversation.
It is very helpful because you can read the words while you listen to our voices.
Yes, seeing the words helps you remember them much better.
You can download it for free. The link is in the description below.
And we also pinned the link in the comments section, so it is very easy to find.
It is great for practicing your English speaking too. You can read along with us.
Yes, we call that shadowing. It is a wonderful way to improve your pronunciation.
So please download the PDF and practice with us.
And if you like our podcast, please subscribe to our channel.
Yes, hit the subscribe button and the like button too.
It helps our channel grow so we can make more lessons for you.
And do not forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode.
We love having you here with us. Thank you for your support.
All right, and speaking of reviewing, before we say goodbye today, let us do a quick review of our 6 key words.
And that is a great idea. Let us do a quick word tour to make sure we remember everything.
I will start with the first word. The first word is duvet.
Duvet is a noun. It is a large, warm, thick blanket that goes inside a fabric cover.
Yes, I wash my duvet cover, but not the duvet itself.
Perfect. The second word is inside out.
Inside out is an adverb or adjective. It means with the inner side facing outward.
Yes. To put the cover on, I turn it inside out first.
Excellent. The third word is struggle.
Struggle is a verb. It means to try very hard to do something that is difficult.
Yes, I struggle to put my duvet cover on my bed.
That is a very true sentence for you, Tom. The fourth word is corner.
Corner is a noun. It is the point where 2 sides or edges meet.
Yes. A blanket has 4 corners and you must hold them.
Right. The fifth word is shake.
Shake is a verb. It means to move something up and down or side to side quickly.
Yes, you must shake the blanket so the cover falls down.
Correct. And the final word is patient.
Patient is an adjective. It means able to stay calm and wait without getting angry.
Yes, you must be patient when you make your bed.
I am trying to be more patient every day.
That is a very good goal, Tom. You did a great job today.
Thank you, Emma. I learned a lot about English and about making my bed.
Me too. It was a very fun conversation.
Now we want to hear from our listeners.
Yes. What about you guys? how do you handle your duvet cover? Do you struggle with it like me, or do you have a special trick?
Please let us know in the comments below. We love reading your answers.
Yes, we really want to read your stories. Maybe you've got stuck inside one too.
I hope so. That would be so funny to read. Well, thank you for studying with us today.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and sleep well tonight in your beautifully made beds.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. See you next time.